Welcome in this module on Google Classroom. Google Classroom is one of the learning management system, and in this session we are going to explore some of the features of Google Classroom, how to use it, and what are the aspects of Google Classroom. But before the discussion, let me remind you, we had two presentations in our earlier sessions on Google Classroom. One of them was how to create Google Classroom, we learned. And the second was how to use Google Classroom as a participant, because our entire program is organized on Google Classroom, and you have been using Google Classroom from 16 July. In this session, we are going to discuss some of the features, and first of them is how to add students in our Google Classroom and how to add teachers in our Google Classroom. The second important aspect is about setting. There are two settings. We have to know about the settings. We have to learn about the settings, and the next one is how to work in classwork section as a teacher. These three features aspects or essentials we are going to discuss in this module. So you will learn some of the basics of Google Classroom. So I will share my screen of laptop and I will begin my demonstration. Let me share my screen first. Okay, this is screen of my laptop. First thing I will do, I will select my Google account on which I have created Google Classroom. This is my Google account. I will select it. So it will get open. Then go here and click on it. Then different icons appeared. Go to Google Classroom icon and click on it. So it's opening. So this is the home page of your account where you created Google Classroom. For example, I have created two Google Classroom. First is Faculty Training and Development Program first batch, and second is FYB Optional English. Okay, I will go the first one, that is Faculty Training and Development Program. At the top here, four buttons are there: Stream, Classwork, People and Grade. First thing in this module, we have to understand how to add student and teachers. There are two ways to add students and teacher. One is I can share Google Classroom code by mail, WhatsApp, Telegram, whatever it may be. They will use the Google Classroom code and they can join. Automatically they will be in the list of people. So this is at home page of your Google Classroom. This is your Google Classroom code. Click on it. So this is a classroom code. You can share this. Even teacher can join by using this classroom code. But if you want to add teacher in the teacher section, then you have to give invitation, and that is another way to add teacher and add student also. For example, if I go in the button people, click on it, this screen will appear. Here you can add teacher. Click on it, pop-up window will come. Type name or mail. If you have mail, then type here mail of the concerned teacher, and after typing, I will not type here because our faculty development program class is active. I don't want to, as a rule of our class, we don't want to add any student now or any teacher now, so I will not type here. But after typing mail here, this invite button will be active. and click on invite, the invitation will go to the concerned teacher by mail. He has to go to the mail, open it, accept it, and automatically he will be added in the list of teacher here. The same process is to add the students. Here the student section is, click on this pop-up window, same, type the mail, then the invitation button will be active, click on it, invitation will be sent by mail. He has to accept it. So this is the way you can add your students and even co-teachers in your Google Classroom. So after adding student and teacher, this is the page of your Google Classroom. It is in the people section, and this first step is important when you begin to use Google Classroom for teaching. Another basic thing that we have to understand, settings of Google Classroom, and there are two settings. First, here to the left side at the top, click on these three lines, then this will appear. First section is class, calendar, review, and this faculty training and means first class, FYB optional second class. I have created on this Google account. This is the profile of my Google account. And archived classes, archived means cancelled. I will show these are my archived classes, means I created and I closed. Then after this is a setting where just we have to understand some of the important buttons. This is your profile, that is a account profile. Here you can change profile picture, name, and so on. After that is notification by email. What is this notification of email? You have to click on this button, means you have to on this button. The use of it is whenever whatever be the activity you will do in Google Classroom, it is communicated to the students and co-teacher by mail. For example, if I commented on the Google Classroom or if I uploaded material on the Google Classroom, immediately the notification will be sent by mail. So you have to keep this on, that is email notification. Then the comments on post, keep on this button. Then after that, classes you teach, all these. Let's submission of the student work. Here if you want to give assignment, then keep it on. Invitation to co-teacher, keep it on. Then resubmission of students work, keep it on. Then schedule post published or failed, you will get notification, keep it on. This is the important setting of your profile. You have to understand. Whenever as per your necessity, you can off the button. For example, if I don't want to send invitation by mail, then I will off this button. So these are the uses we have to understand in the setting of your account profile. The next one is here to the right side at top, this button is setting, and this is the setting of your particular class. For example, this is setting of this class faculty training and development program. I will click on it. So this is the information displayed. Here if you want to edit the name of the class, you can edit. Then class description, first batch, what kind of room are you using, just say online, you can edit it. Then subject, content development and online teaching. And after this information, this is a general setting. As I told you, you can share the class code. From here also you can see the class code. This is the class code of your class. If you click on, then display, copy, you can copy class code from here and you can send to the student or teacher. Then stream. This stream setting is about the button which was at the top on your home page. I have already shown 4 buttons are there. First one is stream, second is classwork, third is people, and then grade. So that button and its setting is here, that is a stream. For example, student can only comment, or student can post and comment, only teacher can post or comment. As per your requirement you can set here. If you don't want to comment by anybody on the class, you can click here, only teacher can comment and post. You can set this one. As per your requirement you can set this. Then classwork. Second top button is a classwork at the home page. I have shown you. Here is the setting of that button. Show attachment, then show condensed notification, hide notification. As per your requirement you can use it. Then show detail atom is there. If you want, then you can click on this. Then grading is there. The last one button on home page to the left side, the last one is grading. And here you can specially keep on this button if you want to grade, means assess the students. Suppose that if you have given assignment to the students, then obviously you can set here, for example I will show your assignment is of 20 marks. Here you can set the grading points. Default is 100. You can type here 20 and you can set from here, and that will be the assignment for 20 marks. So these are the settings of your particular class, and this is related, all settings are related to these 4 buttons. This stream, classwork, and specially not people but grade. These 3 buttons are covered. Some uses are related to people. You have to understand this setting also. If you use it again and again, then automatically it will become habitual to you. So learning by practicing it. Then the last in this module, the point of our discussion is this classroom. This is very important from teacher's point of view. Most of the activity are organized in classroom section. I will click on classroom and I will show to you how the material is organized. For example, this is our faculty development and training program. Here, today's session, isn't it? This is today's session. Means this is the session of 21st July 2020 on video making, isn't it? So the third and important features we have to discuss of classroom is, in classwork different activities are there where we have to work on uploading material, organize material, and that is the last point of our discussion in this module. So I will click on classwork. This is my classwork. When I clicked on, this page is displayed here. See to the left side, all topics are there, and all these are the topics, means the title of the session of our this training program. It started on 16 July first session. This is 17 second session, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh will be set. These sessions in detail are displayed to the right side. See, this is the 21st July session. This is 20 July. When I will upload 22nd July session. This will appear at the top, and in decreasing manner you have to go, and then you will go to the first one session. This is 19, 18, 17, 16, where we started our faculty development program. From the first day, here I uploaded various material in the form of audio, video, even PDF files are there, PowerPoint presentations are there. Send it. These are the comments, you can see 3, 8, 9, send it. Then I will explain briefly how to organize material that we are going to set here. For example, click on this button, that is a +1 create button. If you click, these are the important keys. First one is assignment. We will discuss in detail in the next module. Quiz we are going to discuss in the next one. Question we are going to discuss in the next one. Then reuse of post we will discuss in the next one. Here 2, material and topic. This is a part of today's module. For example, I want to upload 22nd July's material. Then what I will do, I will click first on topic. This pop-up window will come. I will type here 22nd July 2020. Right now I am not going to type here because our class is active, and we'll say this is session on LMS, Learning Management System, and then I will say add on this add button. I will say add, then it will be set, the topic will be set as it is shown here at the top. This is a topic. After setting the topic, that is usually the title of the session, then you have to upload your material, file and video. Then what we have to do, you have to go again in the same button, create. For example, I typed, click on material. This window will appear. Here give title, I will give LMS. Then after giving this title, I will give brief discussion. LMS is about learning management system, useful to student and teacher, and so on. And here is 2 button. If you want to add file, video, audio, go to add. If you want to create, means set quizzes or create question or type anything, then you have to go into create. I will go into add. I will click on add. Then it will ask from where you have to, or what kind of material you have to upload. It's from Google Drive, is a link of any video, file from your desktop, or from anything from YouTube. For example, say link. I will click on link, then this pop-up window will appear. I will paste link of the video which is already uploaded on my YouTube, and I will say add the link, and this will be added. And after adding this, again along with this, if you want to add any presentation, then click again on add button. Go here, file, click on file. This window will appear. Then say upload. Then browse it where it is in your laptop or PC. Then click here and go to the file, that section. Select from there any file, say open. It will be uploaded here. And after uploading, means I have given link of video, means that is just like uploading. I have uploaded PowerPoint presentation, your file which was already in your laptop. Then here you have to set, for example, to the left side for first section is which class. Here if I click, then you will see these are my two class. Which one I want to upload on faculty development and training, I will click on that. Then say to the all student, or if you want to upload for the selected student, then you can select from here the student. So students list will be displayed. Then after setting this, go to the topic. As you created the topic, you have to select the same topic here. For example, type here, the topic will disappear here, appeared here, and select the topic and say it will be saved and say post. If you click on post, then your material is uploaded here at the top. In this way, you have to organize the material in PDF form, in Word file, in Excel, in video, in audio, in quizzes, whatever it may be. And that is the effective use of Google Classroom. The remaining uses of Google Classroom will be discussed in the next module. So it will be interesting one. If you take interest, then your learning will be happy one. Thank you very much.